Peggy ti ebiani achena tum enti wan hwebma wakaho entura wo twa no but we kura Bobie Ansah se nya ntoro yampa Ofori Atta egi mo de ensem mo kansem na yesi ni funu krom de bagana ni funu kura Ofori Atta funu on de bagana eti onu obia wona busuan mu otu no fo se fori dia wo ye gu busuan mase wo gu MPP mase brafie na nya de on be wo hwe na be yin nsem bia no ebi nso se ba on peso be nyina ne se oprotete Akufo-Addo ne baomia because oba no be ansensem bia ebe twetwe baomia ebe twetwe Akufo-Addo dia baasem mu ebe gumo o mani mase tie na tie dia ene menkam baby.
This is Boadu TV, truth and integrity.
A friend called me. We were just chatting about this kind of Atta issues, blah 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 blah. And I was say, community say yeah, the Ofori Atta criminal issues no to China. Ghana phone nim how or running economy down. Yanonkwano is a criminal act on the state Ghana. The way or running the economy down, because when you look at Ofori Atta, you look at a year at forcing, you ask yourself, say, but when you finance for so what is happening? A banner say and a Ghana be drew so until a banner saying Ofori Atta it me running such a bad economy, shocking everybody. Eventually 800 pensioners died.
Muti Akufo-Addo kati ya mitia me kwa iswa na miti se Akufo-Addo anya appointment na Akufo-Addo ya appointment is only the Commonwealth observers for Bangladesh. Bangladesh omko observe election e ko so no ko observe election sa election oni referendum way you ku nipa ogori ko Bangladesh. Has no so called like a hin of anyway. Over Yamenu nuclear if you say Bible say Yamfa bonin to abodeseka or say so when you be your bonecra fachen and pemu say 77 times baby you be nice a ukro and we are Yankopon dear no because Ghana those here were Christopher doors you want cramophone. And your Bible and you did man a constitution. Now constitution no anybody fache ho. But bien waka so be your bonia fache no. Enimusa. Eninti na me amekase so be commit crime. Obi ya me bone politically a. Ebe din se me beche se nipa no. Because obi bi obe your bone and na mama nyosem so ayo bone bia na ebo apaye. Washeda. So the yo. In order to fix an answer to stop that, no. Yenibi. Otia wona so a. Make sure say the more retu.
Yeni de mi tiase.
Ni more retu a next time otia for mo a obehwe wo yi. Na NDC a political party bia. It seems like omo nche den ni sa akoma ye de punish omo political opponents. They don't have it. Ekwan Akufo as a president. Akufo-Addo as Attorney General. Eddie Rawlings any NDC appointees. Fast one. Senka Professor Mills aban by no komuye bia. Akufo-Addo can offer Finance Ministry aye ken. Uko Bible say can offer Atta de bia no ahye white. Finance Minister de bia o read budget and okuta Bible. Obe quote Bible class no akere de wumu. Me sure say bia wotie. Onko bi Koronto fonguma etienum entichemu du
enfo
Koronto fonguma tosumienu etienum entichemu du o say efi say ye nyina begina Kristo atemufo akwanya nanim na obiara aye de oye ye ho ne bra ho aketua se eye papa ana abone enti Bible no akasa kra na endorse accountability
of course.
Kwame Pepla, no, a finance minister under Rawlings. Kufuor baye yesi yakwa ye rice bi quality grains voter region yesi sika wiebie akoso na Kwame Pepra finance minister wono na authorize ye yi sika me de koye sa adwuma no ye kwache Kwame Pepra ye kodi Kwame Pepra sem ye de Kwame Pepra koto afiase mfie nan enyo ono kwa Dr. Jesse Payanki ena omom ka dana budakpe no nyina
Salome
Victor Salome no ye deputy minister finance no wa brochire obafie obedu kotoka na eche no bia nai foche no arrest warrant yesi obia nai for on kwan ye che no nomre ni kokoshe mu so mo mani be kra na eden ye de ne court ye dinasem ye de ne kotu afiase okuwu afiase Victor Salome atofo asia na oya finance minister yi Eeii Ofori Atta eka say atofo sin by hook or crook e so okoda afiase eye sudie kase a ye de to ajana 1 ajana 2 Godfedame ni sleepless night onya nyina ye de
50/40
yes make sure say atofo sin there wouldn't be to afiase
50/40
Dr. Opuni ye de ne court 8 good years Loy judge oti adwamu a wodi Opuni asem etimi kogina campaign platform so kase form of nana wonyenuga Opuni petition say yensesa no a yesi da yensesa no noa ne be mu wodi wasem Kufuor ba no kwate fa Accra fast track high court or the specialized court to prosecute NDC officials wo jeli wo nyina wiye no ana fast track court no ogu no Rollins nankasa no ye president Obuana deja stripping no ma fe de Rollins nam Kotoka International Airport a enkrofo di ku mu kwa check no nso di mu bi na ne bag boni nchemu. That's the power of MPP, how they pay their political opponent. Tachuchikata yesi ahwehwe no tachuchikata wa brochire what is yesi ahwehwe no tachu no ankasa no no afiri ni pemu say Ghana me ma ye adwuma esi mebu akonta obedu Kotoka na eche no ye je ne passport gini bibia ye gusu edi asam no tachu kwat me yesa ne passport man no also a medical check-up ye preventing amananko kosi si edi chechu asem di ni tu afiase chechu akoyare wansawam ni asthma ba ntese wa ba oxygen sini so na oda hospital mpam na abankaba egu ni nsa ya bo ni nsa dia bo empaduam na oxygen sini so chechu chikata Kufuor and MPP and Akufo-Addo, this is their record. But Professor Mesbai, what did we see? Yahushi. And MPP, Asabe Drumuswa, always they want to be treated different, special. Omoye special. Omoye nipa sinwobia, omoye Ghana ni sinwobia. Eeii Ofori Atta. Wo ena obetina Ghana. First time in the history of Ghana, finance minister of Kutu Bible akesi eni o medin ahodo. Said they no na make no. 2017, Eeii Ofori Atta budget e dia na da so ya asempa. 2018 wasi adwuma pa. Wodi asempa ba. Asempa no ama na adwuma pa. 2019 wasi mpuntuo.
Wakore nimu.
Safe no de year of road eba
wa advance.
Yakoya nimu mpuntuo mu. 2020 COVID-19 wasi enidaso. Yes, COVID kum krofo wiase, krofo wu na so Ghana de enidaso because of Eeii Ofori Atta. 2021 ajinkwa Akufo-Addo budget aji Ghana for anti COVID nkuyen. Then 2022 yedi nkunim budget. Sa budget no ko ready wie ya oba ye line up Ministry of Finance adwumayefo nyina mo mugina kwan benkum ni nifa omo ma ne heroes welcome wakwa aba
Jimmy
tino mo nas omo gina ho for 3 good hours ene e book Ken Ofori Atta abaso na watimi a chekire o man sei a amo man dinkunim adum pempenso a yesi di waputa mana afia so nchiri so di bomu
be chire nkunim no mu
le be chire nkunim na nyina nkunim abotire me bo nkunim abotire
wose da
wabu ketim brafia wose womba na me yare because me ho yade aba okoya wamba bio ena nkrofo so the we are Ken Ofori Atta ye de se oba Ghana ahwe obo ndisi fo be mana wu afiase anaso obe we let's assume say Ken Ofori Atta ba ye na kwakoto afiase wawu sebi we nipa che Victor Salome Ken Ofori Atta ye nipa sene DDEP domestic debt exchange program nko ano emrafo ne kwakrofo pensioners over 800 of them including Kama pharmaceutical Mr. Jekum over 800 of them died because of Ken Ofori Atta decision not to pay them. Men's Gold over 300 of their members yamutu and so Men's Gold o good Men's Gold adwuma no na data bank sa go trading no mu yebi ukofa banking sector cleanup wenim krofo wiye wonim di oba be ye onim se oba be hwe krofo a Ken Ofori Atta target wo mo wonim se omo ye middle income banking sector my form ye middle income DDEP middle income o Men's Gold middle income and to ono no so bibia hwa no kote transition me kumu na maye mu ayi enti okun wi a samale na transition for omunya hu se obi a ne nsam obi awu area ha the next obekọ na transition for the billboard akwa akosi ho we got you covered yesese wachi to awu kura na o say make money ne onu kwa single handedly it must several Ghanaians hundreds thousands of them ewu ne nkwa no eso mbosen wo mo ana wa be ye finance minister wo baaye no the entire Ken Ofori Atta suro nyina ye bank number 1 ye banking sector cleanup exercise wo target your competitors in the banking sector Kofi Amoaben bank at a point Ken Ofori Atta approach Kofi Amoaben so person on ton the bank and farm man o se won ton u collapse papa bank and opatutu o collapse Kofi Amoaben UT bank no o call some regions baby ana Kofi Amoaben o ko takrade o ko sunwane baby ana Kofi Amoaben UT bank e den ana operate no e ho ana Ken Ofori Atta data bank e ko ja no operate
ogu obi dia ye ndi
o se obi dia no ayo obi dia ye banking sector cleanup exercise yes here ka 9 billion you ended up spending over 25 billion Ghana cedis solving a 9 billion cedi problem ni kura wan say nwie mo ba de bia no me ka chen liability or mo inherit from the banking sector cleanup exercise but asset the o man kire ba kumpo na boss aka ni nyina de to ho yes kwa me pepra as a finance minister edin nsa secretary say me atua sika $20 million am ye dia kwa akoye rice project e Volta region ye de ni to afiase emfie nan Ken Ofori Atta etimi de nsa secretary say am ye de Ghana fo sika $97 million etu amena eda ha ono no mpese ye bebu no ho akonta oba bebu akonta my holding accountable because oye special
COVID no kura we mu akonta mi o
debi ona say COVID expenditure say can say attorney general catch say omo ye ho say forensic audit ye guso aye twen utimi be running on my Ghana country down bosome miensa bia na kwaje bosia every 3 months from 2017 to 2020 every year Ken Ofori Atta every quarter bia na kwaje Eurobond because okwaje a o ne share na obro saka we nyina na odigu ho
ono oye finance minister no na ono ni data bank ena eye financial advisor to eye bond omko euro bond ekwa jiska ono ni data bank no
ena financial advisor
yeah insurance enterprise or insurance cover
yeah na owia na Gabi a law firm omo na ye legal advisor so so agi 2%.
Ba no sisa data bank adwumafo nyina do begu Ministry of Finance. Ken Ofori Atta. Yes so timu fan a obusum kune onku setekpe be ye finance minister for 4 years. Setekpe 8 years of NDC MP otikroma ye.
No do so benya.
Ube huni de bia ne traza kakraka ya.
Yeah. Ode ekro no.
Ne traza kakraka o na ekro no. Dr. Boadu fo
otikroma ya.
Ebe ye finance minister 8 years and Akufo 8 years and Akufuado what Ghana heye
debut ami yandam eya o kasa no obi aba ni fie
obi anko ni fie
wa mani finance minister ni bi
yes obi anko ni fie
obi aba fie wa nya hwe no obi aba busu asem
na ade a aye me da se MPP for Sadwin Papa no mutrimu a MPP as a political party combat distance or move from Ken Ofori Atta. But because a criminal organization intino and out of stupidity intino or man rupium na MPP as a political party will pay dearly whether Ken Ofori Atta so be bow that accountability. MPP as a political party will face that accountability 2028.
So more change say NDC be unpopular.
You see, we finance minister for 6-7 good years are running away from accountability. Who momu Jenny say ma o ma Emma be facing accountability. Why take it and Akufo-Addo be president MPP? Abambe na ma Ken Ofori Atta appointment MPP. Enti brand association whether you like it or not Ken Ofori Atta MPP one of their pioneers and also
leading member.
Enti do be bia no direct effect consequences on the MPP. But na be clear we my friend is a papa also pay MPP former MP Subin also pay
Eugene
Entry we will not pay our call for a year Ken
so omra
obi aka be a second member man me face accountability na Ghana for any MPP for nimboni Ken Ofori Atta edia ka by this time kranka bia mbeka che say ka mbeka say enka American embassy kura nka yenko tutum na yendi mane so momfa Ken Ofori Atta mere ansa na ebie wodi nipa bone wodi oman Ghana bone woye wodi ni trimodemfo a monsam kura hu Ken Ofori Atta na ye mo ahye no say we dia mia na mde bone bae but we di why what trap
what dia ma feel
we dia ma mi ankasa mu adwiri mi na dia na why yasebra special prosecutor na investigative what Ghana ha the moment I won say MPP Lucia na pa udwane who use state because I don't know so influence na the free Ghana koe yasebra SML what's the contract no emu fine
bibia
okay yes okay brother be chire mu eni ema man ye okay national can say cathedral what's the payment na make here no genuine 97 million Ghana cedis taxpayers money were committed to digging this hole yes okay brother be chire mu e kwan a wo fa so a who make those payments. We say womba. Na Gabi eti Ghana ha. No Gabi ati mienya kukudro. Afa phone afre Victor Smith. Ghana bana musini ewo Washington. Ka kire ni say Eeii Ofori Atta di osuro se oba Ghana ha de wi a ebesi aye no eninti ena oye enti somehow no he was trying to convince Victor Smith now on shield Eeii Ofori Atta more involving himself in the process ebe extraditing the naba na oma because Eeii Ofori Atta oye special eche gift o ware Eeii Ofori Atta a special chain eye wuntumi we special chain asibe we special chain eye edubu ahin we special chain MPP for omu face trial and prosecution enitima womba forgetting the omudi on political opponent NDC na NDC foi ade ba ko wo se mu hu ni say whether you like it or not 2028 election Enyama Ghana for be gina so decide whether to retain NDC or not no this Eeii Ofori Atta any accountability and ora no e dimuntenteman yes Petrobuako from Ghana for be so atoaba they say Ghana nyina da no construction site ye yi akwan Ghana for be so atoaba enyuma aban bie Ghana for be so atoaba enuane ayefo Ghana for be so atoaba sanso so ena ye kasei empuntu a Ghana ni bia tire ni ahunu bia be so atoaba nemmom accountability ade hu hianti Ghana for be so atoaba without accountability enkame ana Christopher nkenu kwasiada emo bia entunsi asoro dem say ode ni sika a wa bra ye anya adwuma o ma bu 10% e kwa akoto asore futuo mu for tight senya kuntabu a kakramoni on chire ni yamu kwam for 30 good days e o mreko a ne yiri tonto zafi kramoni ko on chire ni yamu kwam emfa kwam nya adwuma wia enka nantwie o mreko nim nantwi nam se de ne si etie nanso akuntabu onim se daati bia no owu a we districti bia nyankopɔ bubu naten eni ntina Christopher nkramofo obia bɔ ne bra onim se daati bubu hu akonta sanso na be ya ban adwumani a wo ye dane a obebu akonta Akufo-Addo he did it Eeii Ofori Atta na me di Ghana sika over $1 million makuru associate si enkonkoye forensic audit they spent over $10 million say omo investigate Mahama 230 eye Cocoa Rose contract they spent over $10 million na wo wawie ne si brabebu akonta wo wadwane na afi MPP for mum na ebo tidom se memma me de mahu ene de matie Eeii Ofori Atta kosoro ba form obaba Ghana Eeii Ofori Atta na mo ka se yentimi se bia entra na absentia special prosecutor enyo no kwa Eeii Ofori Atta and I think says others ya read o charges a case o ma sha ase di asem no it doesn't stop anything but there are several issues that Eeii Ofori Atta involved wa eno kra nya maye enti Eeii Ofori Atta ompel ni funu kra de beba Ghana ba be di na asem matese se o se omoma ntina ho na minim se TV ade so so ege eni ntino ba Ghana ase Ghana for de ye mpegi asem enti no am hu na tade na ehye no na am se
yes it might be something trivial but again in the oye
okay
again in the say if you no hu ade kure wo adisade ni me ye omo desa no
okay so ege a eni onu ankasa ni fiso okay dodo na ege omo te Ghana obi amfa banko bo obi atrimu se oyege na dia wo se Ghana fo hu ni se Eeii Ofori Atta enyi ni pasron kunchen obia wo mo a edo mu gina prosecution and akofo Sabre Kufuor the na Attorney General. Obonfo timi kase Kufuor versus Chechuchi Kata. Dini 2 mu no. Eno kura Chechukura na asem wo dibe mu no. Ne court ya pipa ni di kwa free court kata mu. Ya dini 2. Enti Ken Ofori Atta nyu bi sronko omra. So obeda fiase ni wawu a nye weni de di nkan. Ne papa no e finance minister ma Kufuor papa. Omo bo obesia sa Ghana e bankrupt. And after several years Kufuor be president. And Ofori Atta so be finance minister bio. History repeating itself. The same family no more fa. Okoda fiase no wu ye. Ti Ken Ofori Atta kono okoda fiase no wu a. E history now repeating itself. Let's not run away from reality.
Obi Honorable Kugan, Obi Busame say, is it possible say government bet me a confiscate Ken Ofori Atta name?
Yes, it's possible. It is the moment you be case no to say na honto ekan no.
Yeah.
He's being tried in absentia or must start a trial and did that. In the Akobane say you are finally guilty, depending on the instructions from the court, no. You bet to mark as a young confiscating the assets. But you know something, because onim the wire, no nim America opese otu nintino. Even with data bank and ye in the shares are a woman are relinquished at the amount of food. Exactly. Intino open BBA only a few things na obe to me. Enya. Intino shares or data bank mo enterprise insurance na nyina no.
So the guy was too smart.
He's a criminal. He's a criminal. You understand? And you see, Mami can be being sure. Ghana na yesu emano. Ono ankasa na busu efie. Okachre busu ya se mi renovate ebusu efie. Obi ase o say o renovate wie no. O se ese o de rent teneka. Ansa na babe ye ebusua dia se obi etumi twi ebusua di se mpo a na Ghana man because anko bi anya bibi a o de ekofie na o de obusua fie kura we bubu bebi esi no foforo a o se o de rent obi anko pe bebi ntina na rent te wo ka wi a na afi na babe ye ebusua edia such mindset. You see, Bobie, me start every baby. Na baby a me start free no. Me de kan aka say ni pe bia say o wi ofo nsa.
No ahwe nsa.
No ahwe nsa.
No ofo nsa se nipa nsa.
Se nipa nsa. Na emwe soso no ye ni enkaso. Sena honto ekaye. Ken ready the last budget from parliament at the corner office na mponko ena ne dini ken krika
Julius Caesar,
I'm telling you,
Alexander the Great whenever
Odu office also so all the staff align up.
Well, 3 hours.
I salute the finance minister. Yana yerefi. Anwa me share the hero of the MPP finance minister. Washe jumpsuits. Na ojina hwa ode ni coat akataso se ne beya hu so she jumpsuit. Odru ho ne order ne say onyi coat no in free jumpsuit ne ho. Na papi error ne shirt. Ede ashe ade asen ekonwa ho.
Ti bonesa are.
Ohwa me say the once most powerful person in Ghana. I remember when MPs MPP for say Papa we do moye Ekufuor say mama memre because Ken was untouchable. She me took kwan every Ghana 1 week na ma fi Ghana.
A week krawa.
week there.
Because baby me pon me ko tena joint to joint na de.
Benya no way.
Ubenya no hefa.
Me ma sorry kura be gu.
You dey say
me church be gu. Ma sorry be gu.
Seriously.
It me nyama sorry ma ho. Me double do.
Bobie,
sir.
And this person, and na osan so e was car. Baby anywa udi a ede. So no nanfofo tena se.
You know,
abusuya adofo ye tena se ye didi ye ka ye ho asem.
You know,
sika ehye dem de
sika mu ozime me hye dem no medi.
Ozime hye dem no medi. Cause we nipa bone.
Yeah.
Finance minister, no, it's not the finance minister. I'm say governor of Nigerian Bank. Also, oye program bi tamana MPP wo opposition. Ken ebaye.
Yeah.
So to now to say fa ko krom. Obedi finance minister of friend 8 years. Papa na mfada. Na mse Ghana for cry and for mo call now Nigeria ni.
Hey, but Ken oye body ni o.
What's the classmate too? On the tonight on the corner crown now.
Masa.
Ken oye body ni o.
Me say captain a Unibank, your friend say captain
Amwako
no Nyamwako
Unibank
Amwabin. O say answer ni bank ni begu no. Oni Ken ba ne ho ofie. Eni no e din komo. E kasa. Ade betche. No ate say ni bank no egu.
Oye evil.
Ne babe ni ma ebedi holidays wa Amwabin fie. Emma Amwabin ma ezukodi holiday. Osoko pay investors we dem ntwa no okono a wo say who say the bank no baby na edu no ono kokko pay investors for almost $100 million ebe share the bank ni mo Ken efa na chi eko engage ni investors for say we are credible no mo withdraw no e jan sa position ni mo.
Very bad guy, eh?
Wicked.
Naturally, say obi go through pain. As a normal human being, you feel for that person, whoever you are. Me, the first day I made the prison, I once a woman. Me niti a hemrat wonu de na me hwehwe. Na me hwehwe me phone.
Oh.
Me twa me ni na mo say, "Hey,
baby I
different." You get the picture. Oh now say I've been used to phone now to the extent say I check when normally me trotro me sorry if me hear me phone am say kai obua baby I done there wrong
position don't change
into what Ken hwe enkrofo Ghana ye prosecute omo o worry 22nd and 22nd and 22nd
o chira na 22nd
22nd o court ofiri fie ena e kokko
obi amona ba
obi a enku no wuntumi onu pode na se kokko to wa signal bi se o ye say you se mi hu ade na oye no minti ase but ofiri fie ena e ko ne court okko campaign so ema baomia. How special does Ken see himself? Let's not forget, say Abra Okono na ye money kwedu. He left Ghana during transition. And na otro krata edema chief of staff opare. Say me kwakosa me ho yare edi ababa. Na Jo Mahama enye ekonya. Yanka se woye bone. Yanka se obi anka hwe. Wanka say pabam
megane.
That is the first point I say who say akwa nanka se nim say we di bone.
Yeah.
Onim say we di bone. And eye den so a ebobo e piano. Enunti no manin tumika ansa na bia 7th of January. You bet ma semre bi kra say ye ma no kwa ma nim tukwa na bibi nti pabam enokwe at the time aye mon kwadu
nti die ntire na udwane
exactly and company for so say utrimu fan a nti amu nku
kuneni uni asem
obi ani eni asem. The reason why I make us say oh you of once are show say I remember the Chikwesi case me that tent mu for over 1 month. Yadi the Chikwesi in Echo Court. You say change 137 no SSC agisa seat no Edima MPP. Flimsy excuse. The Chikwesi wanko kabro trace me a Canadian citizen. Onupa no ye citizen no. Ose me the citizenship out of form. I am under the laws of Ghana.
And therefore subject myself to it.
To it. Yebesinsi. Yes. First case, Moka say, the elections no ye mungu yankoto foforo enade. Ye kwakoto ye ka so onye member of parliament bi also onko parliament yanko ye campaign. MPP for aji hotel se wo kromo ho nyina ase ma obi amaji hotel enso no monnem. We had to get people's houses, uncompleted houses, build tents. Akusika ebre tent 20. The mattress etutu yedem.
Akushika bay.
Voter region Akusika. Ya mami Akusika. 20 tents. And what the bra.
Said that the bra.
You di case no ewie ya case yankoto abano foforo. MPP for said daddy the criminal case in so no. SSC a passive near the kotum. These are the people today begging and negotiating for Ken to have a safe entry, even if he wants to come. Jechikwesi didn't have that. Yemisaya who say case ben no mujina so dey ato forcing ekojina court. At a point in time, company na ode a friend is saying ambulances in buy and say we are a credible company. The way our name is being dragged into this issue, no crano. We want to even pay any damages to you. MPP say yempe musika no.
See a forcing
echo to prison. This is how wicked these people were. Chairman of Oswampofo went to court over 78 times. 78 times. At a point, Omunimno. Oswampofo had a spinal problem. Okoko ye operation wo amanone. Oda eyimpaso, yarempaso. Ewo US. Ena osre ne lawyer say, Misremo, Mompre adjournment. Yes, my operation no ewie. But sitting in a flight for 16 hours to Ghana.
Advisable.
Into Misre, mo adjoining for a week, mame. Na healing process on enko ne nim kakra. Attorney General say ompene. Ofoswampofo so come. The only thing of Ofoswampofo could do and say on for direct flight. Emma into no obefa no thoughts. Senebeya otnasia during your friend is saying transit no obe to me ada enya that rest no answer na watwa so aba. Will you believe so for Swampofo a drew court? Yes, a court and city.
Imagine
after this stress. And ne Mary kokutire emane sosomo adaye. Se mudie yemfa bibi sonko enimo because nyankopon na ewo mo. Yen ye pa yen friduem. I will assure every Ghanaian say enchenche ewo nafe ekwan bia so papa no obeba bedru Ghana ene ya adjoining the case to 27th of April. As I speak to you, my lawyer afre Ghana Attorney General say on shane bo say Ken eba Ghana obenya fair trial. Nature say ne lawyer nankasa enim say they can't hold him not to come and account to the people.
Now, fair trial, no. Apart from Blackstone Dictionary, no more use no. Bibi, have you?
Say fair trial, dear fair trial. Ghana, Ghana.
Woman introduce you Blackstone Dictionary.
And I make three.
Apart from the only Jaya, no Bibi Fufro.
Exactly. Fair trial, Obenya. Fair trial, Obenya. And that one, we would assure everybody. Fair trial, Obenya. But once you are proving to us, so nya kwan kura bi Togo kura wo che be den no onya bedu krom ha krim. The first thing is a passport there e ya ban passport enya ne choice so be ba na so ma enya ne choice so be ba na so ma. A lot of things are going on yen to me in front of you, but ice case, you know, the maximum sitting 2 times.
Then they bring out judgment.
27th. April. The possible 27th of April. The possible one is another adjournment. Asa, what's I'm saying? Yes, I don't know what. Why is it to say Enra? You share other cases.
And until April 17th, you are still in detention.
Yeah. Exactly.
Openu. China land cruiser na weja wahana.
O say, mimi case ne de. Mem pese obia ebehwe. Yebisa ye ho say wuti obi kroso wu ne visa o si free krom ho wo so say wo di bibi wa petition bibi ntu pese ka eno ho asem enti ade a wo petition answer ye ma right say stay ho no, why is it private?
Oh, so could intro.
Exactly.
Okay, say ya ne bibi na ye ko ni say
Ghana's friend say attorney general Ghana say friend say embassy
commissioner.
I say ye mawo consular services we this year we Ghana Osimensi ya
mi ko dintro mo ha mi ntimi intro.
And in fact ye make sure say Victor Smith will be there. And open consular service 27th of April ye dinam. If the whole world will not watch it, ye should be. Ye be court ho akotie asema walker, because the image of Ghana will not sit down for you to go and say aha ye chichetre. Will not sit down to go and lie about us. And unti umpo ye jinam ye wie so a ye ma Ghana for hu nkomo a ekoso, because we will not keep anybody in the dark. And let me assure you, say Ken will be in Ghana. Manesi. My member back on this matter, and I'm for raising issues about whether NDC is capable to deal with the rot. Sisiana may call social media say national chairman General Mosquito granting interview today and a graphic online that omo di bibia no ebefe na the current the one face so abeyo
the orchestra said the current government we sumu nipa bia wono so person no obi di agobone won so obefe ne de
exactly
inti ene de amanfo nye ready
exactly.
So you can see the party leadership is committed in helping the party in government to fight corruption and deal with, you know, the perpetrators. At least there is some sanity. If we say NDC bar power, corruption where we are as a it's not a conversation. So we are just hoping that I like the collaboration between the party and the party in government, that they can just come together and make sure that the right thing is done. Because at the end of the day, you need the party leadership to go back to the people. As you said to me, you want to be able to form a government. So I think it's but Divine, I mean, Musa said the way it's something that you better continue. So I just want us to raise it. Agencies, government agencies. Which one will you pick to start the year for discussion that this agency needs to be discussed, whether in good light, whether in bad light?
Only it kind for me. On say agencies no. Obia nejuma. Obia nejuma play the role in kitchen. And na amalgamate roles no na agencies for no nyama moya. And na unya feeling no e national no nya sa vibe
no.
Say enyama no say enyama no koyi. Me the here me titru kese pa affected the economy generally no. Ye energy sector. Enye energy kania. But ye fuel no. The price no. The fact is say etumi aba for.
So you go for MP.
Unse nye MP nkwa. It's not make say
you can choose 2, 3, 4
refinery and all.
You can choose
roller. Kikambo Emma Omudumedi no.
So you pick combat Eduji.
Me pick Eduji. Me pick Sami Jenfi.
Okay.
Gold board no because still wouldn't be how you sue MP in kwa role no very difficult to say. Sika bi ne de koto. And sika no na yetumi reduce no.
Yeah.
The value no appreciate against foreign currency no. And the ma wodu dwom na koto a osika no mu ayedu and na utumi tododo. E ma ne bo so yefo ma manfo. It's MP ni the on regulatory we ni the or yes the be ya eniama bed da form. But nipa no so a stabilize the system no with the finance minister no jumedi omudi any event say the monetary policy BOG for so ejina mu pampia ekoso no. For me the me then say ye nyina ekokro mu a eniama bebre ho no mu anya artificial as they claim it like the way I pedal around so nyama na hunu bebre the artificial and reflect on the ground. See?
So you have Sami Jenfi on the table, you have Eduji on the table, you have combat on the table, you want to add the minister. Okay, so Bank of Ghana, Esiama. So we have these 4 gentlemen.
More. Share unim dentia make us say more. No say me dear chira. Meka na unim and me interviews to be from MPP Pennyfo bi hono. And then I'm getting a certain feeling say Utie Brian a champion the campaign or ni or say dollar no stabilizing cedi na stabilize against the foreign currency na mama for and feel say bibi this year Bank of Ghana nyesika no apompe na this year ne ba behu e kom ne aho kire na wonye nipa bonini.
Maybe he knows something that you don't know.
No, but whatever he knows, no. Meaning we should say bibi sa ponsi. And that Eugene Tree, some interview no UTV no. What has more kind? Or no say. Well, or Chayama, do 18 months and son our passing judgment. Only be used bit because omo 2016, 2017 no. Omo first year no. None year many na added than but the moment to me I can say. Bibi anyone no mo inherit ya reduce yet cedi against dollar no be inherited 3.94 no.
Yeah.
There was no point to be a bar do 3.5. No akasa mo buy no within first year no bo money am experience be pay. It has never been experienced before. Yes, also experience be that say full so betumi ate by 50%. Na ba single digit. And I say we are continue we hin. You bet no we hin. It is as some way I costing someone me de. So so omo per se omo do filling station on number to on fuel 17 cedis per liter omo from party card and call national card ID card and call omo do on omo se me per se ye use na na Akufo-Addo de meto na me from sika to because am for e ka okro say eni am e cost fine am for e benefit and for only party awo okoto ade a ye bisa card fuel ye na me koto e first unim na de bia gallon bi da me kan ni because me kokakra na me check it me fuel gauge no na unim say police report say Saka e de bumper to no e bedoso unim de ntia go na microphone hwe kwan no so bia microphone e hwe mo fuel gauge ntia bia na refi no na go bi bumper or
hwe gauge no na osan so e hwe filling stations near price no wo fema obetumi ewura ho
is the any na kwan so
that time upon na ye to fuel that at that exorbitant price no mo san so selling bad contaminated fuel also the my quality o there ya rejecting na ye ko to egu na so
go free Russia be boost
system buy ye no mo dey eyi ade we dey be restore ye waka I dream one the fail say bibi
more some technical name
baby e no mo dey be fry it will no more now engine but o can shake you traffic more na da neutral but o can be shake sa me no okay agencies no for me is the government in general because what to mean you one person say or born the home modern abro because eh sika sam no na hye yie e ma na trickle down echo hwe na me no ka say agric for oko agric sector on say for instance me te some be nkoko kitinkiti no me nyankrofo bebre efrefre me be ka kire me so talebo ye connection ma me na me nya nkoko kitinkiti ni bi ye say and I me contacting agric ministry for no na me yes me no mudi nkomo I thought to say the usual connection like whom you know like I kwa no akwa connection ani afa chire ni amama onko ankoko 1000 wajibi kofi see if you are not a technical person who needs zeal energy na person wo ya ma and only some sound so decentralizing no man akọ district mu itanya dia first no who say ke obeti say street lighter and now obeti say yes bibiaba na yes ye che system ni mu a it happens only in Accra. With this of few people a project to be on record.
Me say come the aduane kro mu di no nkran ko a.
Ye di nkran. Who no more yes o street light a chef 100,000 ampa omo import but ya san so the ama nkrofo kuma bi but this project no ya yama na kokko district ni mu ma e benefit household obia 90 bi omo cheche mu sa no kra no man kwa kokko to pakra.
That's great. We will take time and deal with
this. Me introduction.
Yeah, time call. Me person ye be so because a conversation we are coming to look at the agencies. Okay. You be sure agencies no. Wait, go there just 2 minutes. But so which agency are you picking?
I'll be very biased.
Why?
And my biases goes to my boss. Apart from Sami Jemfi's hard work, his commitment to party people is extraordinary.
I think Sami Jemfi has shown a lot. And me Chawano and Ra and Anansane. Enye list to wela. Ye hunkrofo ye bi na nya ye dim komo. About the appointees. And a list to her. And a list to her say, Aquabra Sami, who says Sami Jemfi on Shokio? Nam so how? So I thought she was coming to no. You really know, not Sami Jemfi was one of the people no BS through say who approach na a bad thing. Penipa. Because in opposition, people were raising those issues about it. But Adam Kachen say, me Sami Jemfi say, a global no akwaji media mini. The way now, also receive party members, grassroots.
He has a future.
The way Sami Jemfi deal with people now is so amazing.
He has a future.
Oh, Freno.
Yeah.
Well, overflow.
Yes.
Or tested. Well,
Yes.
nobody can stand anywhere and raise hands. Say something. And I say, Nibi be honest about it. Party.
Yeah.
Party members.
Yeah.
Party.
And my second biases will also go to Eduji Tamaklo. And Ruth Della Sedo. And Omunina also no party communication people, and they've not left that behind. But my emphasis would rather be on struggling friend is saying agencies. Yedibeye yastic for this year. PBC produced by a company.
Almost struggle.
Oh, it is comatose. It is comatose. Yes, yes, but trust me.
Who is there?
I've forgotten the but deputy Isikuma, former deputy treasurer, deputy treasurer for the party.
Okay, so which means we need to bring them into the limelight.
Exactly. And this year, no, His Excellency, since he has promised, Yebenya partners be amomwa. So this year, their story will change.
It's MD Alaji Mumuni.
Alaji Mumuni.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also so everywhere. Tema oil refinery had also collapsed, but the light is different. Combat. The light
very
is
young
different.
man.
I'm telling you. And on Kasabe Braces,
combat.
He will just smile and move on. Into this year, so we are seeing say to start a full operation. Now almost so no to me BB into the consolidated fund, and they are also one of the people that we expect to do some friends and recruitment to this year when they start full operations. National Home Owners Fund, Prosper Huitu.
National Home
Owners Fund is also a small agency that this year they expect to say Ombe to me Abua
what
in
did
the
they
area. Do? Omobua in your friend is saying say yes, a dying ama and Crawford and ideas, and the housing sector itself is a headache for every administration, and we are going to use that to also make sure say you be improve your housing, employment, and all those things. Na Gihok. Yeah, your friend, you offer your friend is Kofi Juma. Or running placing it down to the extent to say,
or we no who be our way.
In fact, it was a terrible situation.
Obviously, rent control is another place I am feeling. And I think, Honorable Kugan, you will help us and give us these struggling agencies.
Yes. Okay.
We need to start working on them.
Okay.
Talk about them.
Thank you.
Discuss their issues.
Thank you very much.
At least just put them in the light.
All right.
And let's see how we can just because
promote.
So when you say more fancy. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, which is your choose.
I didn't need your maboba. I said I can. I see a can yama airshare. A junk count. And to me, can't good board because divine account.
That's I mean
because Adia Kufuor went in Yamfa a 46 member committee, FS committee.
Can you imagine?
Our two almost making sure say see the Nibenya one for almost 4 years.
Many are to me unim say a Kufuor but umi ankro for no bubo mudi a year in the past 7 economic management team no.
What a solid
o come in age about 511.
511.
Yeah, 511.
And I did Bugana a year 66 years.
511.
Anyway. And Tadia Akufuor 8 years with the FS committee, 46 member committee, and to me, good board with less than a year at me achieve that. It's a kind of share. Okay,
so somebody just sending the Naka Nefta. Nefta. Nefta.
And no more fry.
Now, I'm a lawyer, got in digital maculabasso. NPA. last year 28 January yeah born ye omampeni born din and o grant interview graphic publish no ka say ade esi president Mahama ni so when it come to the oil sector and as a petroleum sector and say o behwe say ye benya petrol ne boofo na esaye papa na wo hwe bi o ba bia so benya bi ato and less than a year we deliver on that mandate and then you were affordable fuel your quality fuel baby bia be could be benya fuel ato e wo Ghana I want to see bia short wo baby wo hwe baby na ni kire no a wotimi so betimi aye more ama petrol no go pass aba from se see wo sane eye to carbon mu hwe kwampa to betimi agina ne na so atimi produce full capacity according to what is omutimi enyo full capacity fuel consumption Ghana ye hia no betimi produce 50% of it betimi anu ya omo ye honum ti wode abaso bode ne nko nemum ba bi ba kwa mpese de nko National Food Bar Factor Company National Food Bar Factor Company under NPP food suppliers community minti omoka they were picketing at their head office omoda mighty me da for 2 weeks na hanan edc dan akese ye birthday party e wo play mu ene openi a oda ho ye friend ye George Bredu ono ene na e wo PMMC under Professor Mills Mahama one e de na ba honum papa yi ba ye in less than a year but me make sure say ene food suppliers ode obi ekwa within 2 months no matter Canadian amount so be a complaining first time in the history of Ghana ene your national food reserve omatomu any gari any abro hundreds of tons ediesie se ne atoye nchemba before ebeka se ekwa akopemu amrande aba no na ye ni akasa wo ye mo edeba National Food Bar Factor Company that's the miracle omo eye ewo honum na memfa nko Metromas wona bo Caesar ona ye MD wo hono
okay
Metromas eka one of the companies NDC inherited na is eguawi over 300 buses of Metromas eyomodia MPP timi ton 2,506
I've heard that thing. I have my own reservations
but
anyway.
Honorable Caesar they say aminu ka say for more than 3 months ni a driver for what to omonya driver for ketwa do you know why buses enam kwanso
can we pick 2 agencies every day and work on them
so that we
can because it's very necessary especially if the ones are struggling no
struggling one especially the NDC inherited
then those because once again we need to understand that party base there's a connection between the appointees and the party base all those things we make us say who here it matters it matters so let's find time maybe every day we can do 2
very soon we have to go back to the grassroots
exactly so that so then we need to work on it okay I know says omo ye bibi me point ni say at the crowd wo ye dia fix system no address the nation engage the people that's governance. When you are leading people and you don't engage them. Kwame, citizen show. Citizen show no from Monday to Friday, producer and presenter and they don't talk, they don't discuss anything. About 2 o'clock or another be ante pam no abetrase. Na producer also jina window nechi. How can you run such a system? So engagement. Uno be ya engagement. Even in marriage, it's about engagement. You engage each other. So governance without engagement, microphone take kwa. Especially obianim the other torso. But Philip Clark could say, look, Bobie, most of the tanker drivers, they get their water from boreholes. They've been made to borehole or more tongue emma tanker drivers. No, that is what Philip Kweku is saying, which I don't have any evidence, but I don't have any cause also to doubt Philip Kweku asama on here can me point and say, look, let the NDC government engage Ghanaians. Ye state ye wom. Ebi kura demand na akosoro. Ye no so ka ho because ye population no e ko nanim. Inti demand na akosoro. We agree. E kwa be ne efa so affix. Na mankrofo bo atom yem so okay. Kakra. Lord Pani says, will you please Dentra Congo of Ga East residents, we don't have electricity and water. Munin kania munin su enti muti Congo of Ga East ne waye fa kwame Congo ne waye kwame Congo of Ga East ne waye yewo krobi wo ewo enkran ha electricity nya enko mental lord asemna si electricity ewo ho but nkania emfam like nkania ne ma na say omo enwaya electricity ma community ni mu kra ensuo ni mu kra. Is that what you want to tell us? William Nyaku says, will be the water are stored underground and released when there is a water shortage. There is one at Valco Runabout, okay? But water shortage, someone can't say a water shortage we are about. Are there a distribution and a high? Oh, a distribution and a high. A distribution and a high. But my main be phone line by 10 minutes. Let's talk about this water issue. We are member Baba Bedi a Abranti no a video no home common. Member Baba Bedi. But just 10 minutes. Let's have some conversation on this water issue. 0302208090. Yeni enso no nkomo kakra ehun hia pa. Hello
Bobie.
Yes sir.
It's say
nyame adombo sir.
Miss Hefe asama game.
Yes yanko.
Na we die ma ya ti se pass kesie mi one e pai free e pai wo bom na entina be se Sunday issue no man, but enwa omwavi mati say omwavi enwa anaju be say 1 o'clock omwavi issue mela no omwavi atum, but yes still up to now issue no ma one engineers so called engineers no mo
there be engineer why na catch there was say omo awie omo abiatum e dey no omo awie abiatum na still munya nso
nisu matabatu
o say
mataban esu
wataba nso
eti mi ti se o ma wi ma bi etu
mesi why na catch there was say omo awie One dia ya wi a ya bia tum a enso no ma ofi oda one bi da
efi ha distributors no mo wa ha no omo no mo bu ya bro no
omo ya den distributors na ya den
enso no wo ho omo betu no mo divert enso na ko different place sa no mo ye tire check
mini ada ben na wo ye technical person ewo enso distribution wa timi hunu say omo timi e block ya for no ma divert ko ha
information na me can say
there be me busao da bay na
omo di so no ye business omo she no mo jai no mo distribute here iso na atami ni jo mama train by breyer was zenu ni katamatu ni adu ye di ni obi ye jima water we so kan say o see say so no so mo be half bra ye tap ni nya betutu.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Mame call another caller, so a quick one. So hello.
Commander.
Yes, sir.
Calling to me, midway PMO, Mamoli.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Yakupo Shira, papa. Minia, you see us some idea. Hey, why ya dear papa so wako faba and then so. Now, Obi send a message be. A fantastic message say tanker drivers no mo nya asuo no he e complete borehole me what evidence me Collins me what evidence cray na juma mu di no obi let's food and transport juma mo ye wo ma wo mu enye so abawe abana ebi o fititi o mu hwe sa nsuo ni pure water sache we ya no mi o mu hwe hwe yo and one so be asole a no akasa tro approved by food and transport and one no so to oni demo so to quite you say be got mu and one so the odisi abonti a obi so atene say mami bi oh it is time for ni yari ahodu ayenya no to na free so ayeno anyway mami fancy na me anu so.
All right, okay, thank you. Another person, but KOG are joining me in the studio. KOG, this issue about water, Mr. Coleby about hello.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Everybody can you?
Yes, Agbogba sasa isuno sa.
Agbogba.
We are to Nemada. We are 1 week. Nemada. Na because you know some of you, I mean, I did be also Kaklan and Pachawa. The driver fast cycle. But pavement now, you have to send VIP. Overhead in the hono. Drunk is one that hono. Any pavement blocks in na footro. Again, you are going my ear and come no. Drunk is one that overhead as no. Omo yi adie ni nyina na ho na sa ba be in footro. Eno ni ma dia ampache.
But on say it tells you AMA because I never say the AMA and say a check and say AMA tax force intimi hwe we na o chomo jibosu yakatua say enkwasi asemo
na me so fa he be wa refo wo yi pavement blocks ni nyina na adena sa ba be in footro wo mo din so gutila ne ho.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. KOJ, so this water issue, minim as an editor, be why you follow ups. Yeah. The sector minister, what is why engage your man for on this matter?
A very worrying matter. Somewhere last 2 weeks, na Ghana Water Company, na Amafo Bomechipa, in fact, managing director Adam Mutawakilu. Granted an interview say a issue one or activity to Galamsey at a point, but in him say for some time now there's been some shutdown of treatment plants which I can talk about it and you're testing there so I can
the
talk
desalination
about
plant.
Yeah but I mean sector minister really aboboni many bisu with attributing it to funds some funds on here to operationalize these plants, that is what the sector minister can. But as to how and when the funds now for operationalizing the back, and that is really the problem.
No, but sector minister raise issues concerning funds availability, which then I think is a serious indictment on the government.
Yeah, very very well. And
for me, because any government priority is insu account
a basic crash timemuni be
insu
now remember some of the areas are currently insu shortly but
yes insu aduane say government be a priority. So if the sector minister is telling us that look scan new they be operations near trains car.
Because Wujadin, for instance, the former minister, Ekai say plant no our hope for years. Now it is only sometimes wrestle for service in Krana. Sikai the best service ground becomes a problem. And instead of say Wuja planting, yes, shutting down all the time.
MPs
of course. It's a building up from the previous government, and of course. The OSHA records from the Ghana Water Company, Stanley Martin, Koma several times.
Yes.
OSHA a car, a daho in the last 8 years before this government Commander Uyemesho. And why previous government for the past 8 years ain't me and servicing for even 5 times within 8 years, 8 million service for just 5 times for just wager plant now. Now a car what my bottle for years. Show. Coming to this government, and in fact, one of the questions I remember, one of the meets the accountability, yes, accountability is so heavy, you know. Say now a buyer would have to cough millions of Ghana cedis.
So yes, agreed. In Doma Shasia free him.
Currently, Adam Mutawakilo last week or grant interview, no, or just said abandoned may raise some funds, but it is insufficient to deal with the various plants I
So now, how many plants are we dealing with? Because yes, the demand is going high.
Sure,
we agree, right? And the plants now omo young jumano, omo ye we are a bema in volumes to say. Funny bit me a cover.
Yeah.
Because now it's becoming a national problem.
Very, very, very.
Tamale, they have issues. Boga, they have issues. Central region there, and yo, people need those areas, you know, and and it affect even the academic.
Of course, and even the health system. Last week, Obekaya, Tishi, Lekma Hospital, our 2 hospitals over that area and more.
Yes.
Come back with different sickness because in Suni when they flash it, washrooms. It's over Kona Sabi Johnson and they are piling up. It's patients are okay, say be a Johnson find your test or call me in round. And this is a serious health problem. Serious health problem. Me know because Oshie ewo tuba kuku big day kwanaswa. They are battling with water for months. Botiano, there's a polyclinic there. I'm all for a struggle to get water. But every month, Ghana Water Company for Bobie meter. It's who redeem meter. You ask yourself that meter na Bobie reading. Bill Ben and Bremi.
A friend of mine, Akpabli, one of my friends, is sending me a message that every month Biano or 330 Ghana cedis fixed, you know, monthly. Yeah. But the point is, for the past 3 months, so me access water.
Krobi wo Lankwantana ho baby, you see for 2.5 years. When you see that 2.5 years, but every month you bring a bill, and they go to pay these bills. For instance, Medina, Kasua, Tuba, Weja, Aplaku, Sampa Valley, baby the Langba, and also under Gasouth municipality. When you na issue, and quite the people na say it's quite the issue no crampo and macra. More, but
so how do they survive?
So you have to buy from also to free tankers here.
Oh, Charlie.
And it's another burden on every household that say. For Central Region, just like you mentioned, because Central Region crowd here, wager treatment plant and a supportive part of Central Region. Now main one here, the Kunyako Water Works and not supply all the Central regions towns. But Kunyako Water Works, there's a problem there.
Yes, you know, yes, I galamsey issues there. So yeah.
Which is a serious problem. Now, Teshi Dian Kwan has become a big problem because almost and so Kwan crowd or what almost a greedy Kwan is be cry a break it down the pipe hose.
Yeah, somebody just sent me a message on this matter.
The sector minister, Minokasi, has a serious work to do. Because when the people are battling with water, a basic amenity for citizens to survive. Now, you do combat the intimate and Puma Sibra. A problem for
mine. Me masam no that enkomono you bet me I didn't but tell us what are you doing? Because now Ghanaians we have gone beyond just mere complaints.
Yeah.
Yes, we know the previous government up. It's up to you to hold them responsible.
Sure.
So you know no be catch the Ghana if you tell me say Ghana Water aboka na say won't me and hold him responsible. Sure. Don't come and explain to Obi Oti Teshi, Obi Oti Nungwa, Obi Oti on Petty. Don't come and tell him on one your police ni Wakwachi Obi.
Yeah.
You have the overarching powers.
Yeah, to deal with the issue.
So if you're not dealing with it, we don't want to know. What we want to know is problems now better. You know, what are you doing? And if I know what do, so that at least it will give us some hope. May that I think
I agree with you.
And if I'm able to advise this government. I mean, they should change the narrative, the conversation. They should change it. They should change their style of communication. Because hey, so organize a accountability series. Now so na be repeat kai boy to obi abato. Now be repeat one kire me kra ofa so bo ka no. So we asika no. So ye ne day. Unkwa na onim. No, I'll be able to me. I'll catch them and me. Say, I'm going to Panama.
Also, who person solve ya? Deal with the people on my bokano.
Exactly.
Say, it's very retrieve funds from them. Yeah, funds solve the problem because one of the treatment plants, you see, a 50-year-old pumps, 50 years.
Now you know me.
It's a clearly tells you say service in
now you
It's your best rabbi. In fact, the water ministry, the sector minister, Wadarma, people are calling on you, test you, for instance, the health. In fact, the health implication quite is serious. Okay, education up north.
Yeah,
because students now mon pay school got that. Ne mama asan ka te son ko bu nsu ansa na wasan ko school. E ne ba ko kan nsu.
Ayi kwame producer so anya ayi Stanley Mate. And I'm say ye nu Stanley Mate nkomoda da no a. Dem nkomoda da no a. Nkomo fufuro bia nka ho because you see won't me advance the conversation.
Yeah.
And how do you advance the conversation? You advance the conversation by telling us, oh, okay, so now we dealing with a tertiary desalination plant. Tertiary desalination plant, you know, we are sure, say, a bit me for the next 1 year, a bit me a supply in so ama Crawford will say, and my volumes to say, and Crawford will say, oh, advance the conversation.
Yeah.
You don't organize the press. You come and sit down, you do complaints, you finish talking about the complaints, then you give some more hope that the government what say how much any be here. You see, we need to set our priorities right as a country. We need to set our priorities right. Oh, just say, and no good governance, no. Yes, give me, I mean, a very strong CD. I appreciate. You give me single digit inflation. I appreciate. There is food on the market. I appreciate. I mean, fuel, we appreciate all. We appreciate the big push. You're looking at the roads infrastructure within 1 year. We appreciate. Now the education front is stabilized. You realize that in problem school feeding, cost payments, cost contractors are on site across the country. We appreciate. When you look at the health system, the health minister is pushing or there's stability there. And they are trying to employ some nurses
and doctors. Since 2022,
they are trying to employ them. We appreciate, but you see, in all this, we come back to the point. Way.
That's the question, Commander. Anyway. It's any time be in command and yen komo.
Komoda danwa. Komoda danwa. Chire munda danwa.
Ebi ana fofraba. Ebi ana fofraba yen. Ebi ana fofraba yen.
Kewoji fofro bia enfri baby am.
Ebi ana komo edi o my update on.
If they update bia no wa de can say these plants are all come one no. They will tell us say okay now we are almost done or we are done servicing. Obi phrase say Oti baby no so no ate say yes baby pipeline kese bi pae o ma ye wi na eye local Ghana water office for na aseda. Can you imagine? So one day you see people attacking Ghana water offices here and there.
Yeah.
Because when people feel like sabotage, who is sabotaging who? If you are when your power for 1 year, beyond 1 year, and you still believe that we have MPP elements sabotaging the system. Party food soldiers are refusing to ask for accountability. That look, Charlie, this is not what we voted for. I mean, just give us something better. You understand? I mean, when Oman for adwene a crooked bang, then everything is about politics.
Yeah.
Then they realize that, oh no, and can this be you be sabotage? When you be there to sabotage,
David, not to anything. You'll see you.
You need to get out from the kitchen now. Let's move on. So me that I can't comprehend that.
No. I think the conversation should go beyond sabotaging. Of course, if someone will be a sabotage, what is the alternative plan? Ebia abayin dada e sabotage MP way or MP way opposition MP or sabotage me as a municipal assembly MC and Wokromo. What is the alternative to solve the problems for my people?
Yeah,
that is the conversation.
Yeah, that
but because be sabotage meeting then means that beyond the sabotage, you as an appointee
that is my point.
Yeah,
that is my point. That is my point. I mean, but there is another issue. My name is so be a tro abeto ni page. Unfortunately, meant me and pick it up. Almost say La Paz. Adewe menya sa complaining be so from I think of Boase.
Okay.
That there are areas Akwawe was here past 7. That was yesterday. Past 7. Station no be actually yes in so on funny phone. And people were there and nobody was saying anything.
Wow.
Yes.
Past 7?
Yes, 7.
And nipa be okrom.
Yes. Yes, 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's some community say we anke taisi and Iranian ajo.
Yeah.
But that early at 7 a.m.
Yeah. And the whole issue is anybody a person or stigmatize some group of people, which I don't think is right. Because Kroma yetine yentro tribe will be any say we no me bokro no.
Debi.
Obiaye armed robbery any sane no.
Yeah.
Ubenya igbefo, ubenya santifo, ubenya hausa for ubenya I mean obiaye.
Yeah.
Me challenge how he was trying to stigmatize one group of people like because the person was speaking Hausa. Obo onye srem ni but oti Hausa pa. Yeah, oti Hausa pa. So then
because some tribal issues within certain areas.
But I think so because say Galamsey no Amabwa gradually is winning the fight.
Yeah, sure.
And the Amabwa boys ni bebre free run mu ebefi. Yeah, now they are coming. I don't know how the Ehonoso government will be dealing with. Because nyadia omo bebe fie kwa.
Debi.
You understand? Omo free ura no ma fie no. They are becoming a burden now. How do we absorb them? Free ura no mu. Omo free ura no mu ba. How do we absorb them into society? Because ura mo no ma got criminals. Yes, omo got criminals. They have, and now I heard said there was a shootout between the Naimos and now
I'm about one of the assailants back we.
Yeah, now guy no we and ocean said Benin near ma no. You realize that no, they have become criminals in there. So those
we feel now about criminal. They become more hardened criminals, and of course it becomes a burden crowd. So I remember one of the days, your colleague Desmond Erezi. And my example be say on the La Paz when say okay just before buying a traffic light and you young guy so he pull a weapon say man bibi kakra no ndi onya yenko be bibi but because she ni hunting is so bokro no
which that argument doesn't hold
but it brings a conversation to near working say due to the hard work a minister say 9 months for air pamo this hooligans from the bush the system, how is the system designed to absorb them and to give them something to do come back to and now so I think it's a system the government as part of
resetting
agenda so bema sector the system should be designed a way say Obi will get something to do at the slightest opportunity. But said, young man, a bread to get to get something to do, a whole problem no one. That is why me have always supported the 24-hour economy. Look, Commander, the 24-hour economy a big jina. Bigini say a big BS system nimu for especially for manufacturing companies. They say omomi issue for instance. You bring more boys are going to bargain of the sachet waters and all that. It's at least obi any certificate cry abodin cry te mo du poa. Obenya bibia under the 24-hour economy. It's for me they be ameka say Uragusi Tando and the rest are more champion the 24-hour economy agenda no. It has to be a game changer especially for the youth. Because I'm a game changer. Then the reason why we pitch here, not the essence.
It comes back to my initial point I'm raising here about public engagement.
Yeah.
I will say the 24-hour economy office no. Uragusi Tando no more. Yes, they will come and meet the press and they need to start meeting various sector players.
Yeah.
Me sure, Obin correct me. Whether they have tried to meet a sachet sector no, sachet waters sector no. Okay, sign a business necessity. Mama a proposal on the 24-hour economy.
So we implement here how it beats me
absorbing creative jobs and all those. You see, but men can say Gusitano ya akokrantino. It's one of the offices I think the president need a very vibrant young man who can move and engage the people across the regions.
Because a field work.
A field work. Yeah. 24-hour economy near just sitting in your comfort.
It goes beyond the secretariat.
It goes beyond the secretariat. Yeah. You understand? So me who set up no na my dream me kese kakra, but I say it's too early to talk about. And you be na who you start complaining. Sometimes you need to sit back and watch kakra. So engage a field players, no. Then you can understand, because look, this Nkoko, I've seen the minister engaging the poultry farmers. I've seen the minister
all the assemblies.
I've seen the minister engaging.
That's true.
Governance is about engagement, and minister and your friend say, Agric minister,
Eric Opoku.
Eric Opoku nyama downfall, but I don't remember the last time we met in life. And I say if we spoke on phone, but I like his engagement, his movement. Today he's with this assembly. Tomorrow is this assembly. So I'm assembly so at me, and I know I'm say me call when I was there.
Okay.
And on the road, said their boys next setting up on you know, various satellites and ya grow.
And I like the strategy ways. You see, we team me up with Feed Ghana. Who's a Feed Ghana share? A Greek minister say. We team up with Feed Ghana, which is led by former MP for Botany English from Bright Demoji.
Okay.
So Feed Ghana it takes care of Inuane and in Kokon Kete project.
Yes.
So Oliezi with them. Districts bay and maybe in Kokon be here. How many poultry farmers in the world assembly way? It's all the municipal assemblies are involved in the project.
Sharp.
It's no assemblies left out.
Sharp.
It was a assembly, but let's give ourselves by the end of this year 2026.
Yeah.
You will see how the people will be fed in their own municipal assemblies. It's I don't need to travel from Ewutu Senya to come to Ladedo Kotopon me bepe Ediana and ask Kokwato. We feed ourselves within our system.
Operation Feed Yourself. Yes.
It's a good initiative for the Greek minister, any team in the area. That is how the 24-hour economy should go down to the
They should go down. They should go down. Yeah. This issue about sitting in your office and once a while you speak to the media, then you explain.
But there's also a conversation say by the end of the year, you be who the full implementation of the 24-hour economy.
Yes.
It's within this period, like the engagement should be more sachet waters. Freight forwarders at the ports, cement manufacturing companies, quarry companies and all that. These are the people that create more jobs.
Yes.
Because the more hands be no na ejuma na expanding na expanding so economy na expanding so it's a good call on the 24-hour economy secretary say look let's move beyond the secretariat go down to the people by the end of
2026 chiefs no akabomu issues communicate that they need we have gold board we have cocoa board so they need cashew board what you say they advise the government to get cashew board and chale okwa sample in those areas the kind of money cashew and no mubano it's not easy it's not easy
and I think it's a good call because now we've seen the impact of gold board into if cashew board about 4 among food be name the importance of cashew if there's a cashew board you be who say now this it has economic benefits you lose in many years it's the this is the impact it makes me making it is a good call ni enko some of the niema ye buye ni eguso for so many years and that is what other countries team ye king oko countries like Malaysia and one of their dashboards but we have lots
ma kasa asem we ye be pam nkola na free no mu which the minister Amabwa is doing well but how to absorb them into your system no we need to look at it again.
Very, very important. A national security issue, actually.
Yes.
A serious national security issue.
Almost every one a national security issue. Almost a national security issue. And now you have this Niger Malians flooding. System. I've watched some few videos. You will see about 30, 40 Niger for no. Na rem you know your friend set it no sa your friend obia fulani and you nyina fulanis yes and you nyina fulanis some are Gaos from Mali Gaos from Mali are not fulanis but the Fulani people are the immediate people we can associate them to but and you nyina fulani for you see them 40 45 yes some to me the car ba bedru voter region border baby na Ghana for no akire wo unapproved
route no mafa aba
no man nante omo see free bus no mu anante afa wura no mu sa no mo wuram omo wuram 11 ewo border regions no oti region voter region no for no omwura mu 1111 sa no more fifaka into nibusu ni bi stress ka won kra say no ne na kasa no aba we kumase we busu ni wo sunwane they come in young ones no na ya Ghana for na form koremu to go and use them for galamsey and all those things later they start robbing the system because when you too baby o free ban etu omu didi agro keke so and serious
young kai Ghana for ya ura Dr. Edwin Maneboama nyame fa na crazy make strong proposal on access routes to 3M borders
obienfi
komana oko border na from Cote d'Ivoire border hon say commander border ni say time very very bad we call immigration officers say but ubisa say boys na backroom han he fa no mfa backroom
as sometimes so
yem border very very porous
obi send me message you say the La Paz flat top footbridge is another place where people are attacked in the mornings. They snatch their phones and belongings, including money. Both sides of the footbridge has been covered with huge billboards. So armed robbers have taken advantage to operate there.
Yeah.
Unimo.
Yeah. And you see, yes, and South footbridge, among phone 10 you suit.
Okay.
It becomes kind of a lonely path. It's on Namswa, who know Yamepe. Intino, Nipa Bonifo to me share was through and I sat down. Billboards, I agree with him. Billboards,
billboards nechi. to attack people.
Yes. Well, be fast through so no and you many an apart and but to a bit much share was so hard. Because among phone things, people are still comfortable with the you be cross it down on by you so it's why office or a good Samaritan the old mind to fast through. No,
fast and I jump it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Instead send community be fast through
it's a very good observation you're making. You know, assembly, minimum assembly. I think that assembly has a lot of work to do. Or can't create this. Okay. The assembly, MC, unauthorized billboard, see pulling it down.
Do you think that is the solution?
Maybe that is the first time.
I think maybe we need to encourage the assemblies to get task force.
Oh, but more task force. I know say more task force.
How much is motor phone?
Okay.
What to me? Yeah, Madam Bako. Now or a task force MVP for task force Libi. Ghana boy. Omaru adi akola no. Ghana boy to me kokuto. Friend is Akramo.
Okay.
Sa omaya disabled phone use no. But motor phone be faso.
Yeah.
To omo.
Yeah.
Ghana boy to me kokuto asi odi na okwawia. Ekwachiro okwawia twa the picture. Share Joel no say Ghana man, what share tax force attire? Oh, now to take Asia all your day. What's this? I don't know. Now, when you watch one because oh, yeah, they are when your motorbikes weigh 6B. Asia or home day or home day ADD. So the point is, as to whether say almost so crown because some be okay. And get a task force for the direct and crowd back. More. I'm saying Mandina the end there or more task force, right? Yeah. More direct and crowd more. And now they are using it. So I think I want to hear your calculation.
Yeah, North and Central. It's a this. Oh, okay. It's a boom.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So these are some of the things. If you one last social issue, then we can.
Well, I think the water issue, a very big problem. I remember somewhere December, no, Ghana Taka said, "Wamu atutu nema." In fact, yeah, you wija issue no dam ne serve and idea. 2 weeks to Christmas, no. Kasu omu for some time. Kasu ye benya issue ni ade, but for some time and then eba mo once a eba najo nti me se bia mo say menya hinsa ba najo a ebi anajo bia me koda me the pipe no eto main tank no said be eba najo a it can fill the tank for a while
now we fi now o dabros ne bufa so
then avemeka it I think it's a problem yenya hwafe sector minister so hwe teshi ho no me ana ha me especially with the hospitals wo munya nsuo especially when your hospital and a facility are ingenuity enough and to ensure and fan serve or more man for a hard for a patient say hospital now feel all free hospital or some of the infections says it's a matter of worry to me the minister after the assembly so share now feel more supporting hospitals and as facility away area where I'm here ensure to solve health issues.
I hope one of these days we will work on the government agencies. We need to take our time and work on them.
Sure.
No big catch. Another issue I will be able to raise with street lights. And I think I can't want someone.
I think that a Greater Accra Regional Minister, Eshebo, in her first 100 days, they will see some improvements. But I know can say GBC Horner Kono. It's been off.
GBC.
Yeah. From police headquarters, Echo GBC out to Nima. Yeah. Baba Kubi Mokamo Kachekwe ye video about my manabaso. I did see a son for Nedum. I think that's my ministry.
Kwame Aboka.
Even University of Ghana campus street lights of GIJ Kwanaso, for instance. So street lights in the command, I think we need a whole hour to discuss the street lights.
And on mind to say Ghana, you build this solar. I honorable Kugan. Honorable Kukan. Enti mukọ we editorial ayiba yanu wa be editorial me ka yanu wa be editorial we edit enti honorable Kukan enti momoko. Yes, you don't go to cabinet meetings, you run a party, we agree, but this kind of little things as a party leadership eya mudi won komo.
Mamini kencha wetie phone na minchia production team na me resimu nyina so afishia pa
fen comment ye.
In fact, meka say abai abomodin pa, the commitment is very high and all that. I'm happy say Obo original minister the commitment to this issue of street lights and idea.
But the okaka honoti
semi Nana, I am David. Nana Bobie, the truth is that it's not just a matter of the solar. Yes, the solar is something that initially we were talking a lot about solar because na energy nankasani or problem with energy generation. So we failed to say we are not ebo egukwa. Into when we use that, then at least we will not be relying on the energies where that when it fails, especially not just with the traffic, with the street light, but also with the traffic lights. If those things are running on solar, na say ebani say BBS na ye call off crana, at least those ones can avoid accidents and all that. I appreciate it, but problem kaka ewo hone say. And I don't also want to do this. Me may criticize it about that. No. We must be able to check some of the lights that are served us. Obibekwa ko sign a contract. Say ye bremo solar lights. Ye bremo street lights. Ni akoko for some inferior thing be ababe since and wa. Eye juma kwane eboni ni pre. We are even faced with a very serious issue of replacing all a nyamia dom so no encrophobi so I introduce a gadget that can also stabilize the street lights. We say power fluctuates also destroys the street lights, but omo the street light guards be aba technical team no omo share. I say if it is possible viable to install it, one will protect 25 street lights. Sene be as a fluctuator and affects no idea. Into yes, solar is good and all that, but there are a lot of things to say. Who you saw an inferior street light and it is running on solar crana, we still have the same thing. On the Temamoto way, for instance, it was running on solar, but and also so no, the solar system is such that. And yet one-on-one, it takes a line. But unfortunately, no, that one is purely stealing. Obekona solar obia kwakotu every so. And the good news is the work that they are doing there, no, they've the new motorway expansion right to Mutual, no, it is going to run on solar. And apart from the solar now running on, we are making sure say the light that will be supplied, and yet an inferior. So these are ways that we can change the face of our street lighting.
Chairman, I'll say, no. You kugan kasa say a technical person.
But me technical. You technical for na kana me catch
me me person me no dim komo as citizens. Because you see. Me say how the honorable Kai obi the inferior materials aba. Who take it up power no or ye auditing. You know the amount of money are going to the supply.
Why do we leave them like that?
You see, some common. I find it difficult
to appreciate.
Yes,
I agree with you.
So that
is why exactly. That's why I said say me pese me de blame krano ebegu previous administration, whilst we are also not punishing them for what they've done. Patotima say
yes,
because ubetna hanaka so one street light that you can get on the street like 500 Ghana cedis, and somebody has billed you for 1,500. Now 1,500 now what below for one or so. Next sense we are inferior. You see, it doesn't make sense. What I say we jana cause I think it makes sense. So at the expense of the taxpayer.
But
I agree with you.
More party leadership no. Me busa for both MPP and DC. Say mo party wa abaimwa. Once a while mutimi engage appointees on certain things.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And my main kana main science so embo your general secretary Abaso and a national chairman so
okay
Abaso. Yeah, meetings are. We call on your friend is saying chief executives to come and brief us about more positions here, how the situation is, how they intend to, and we sought permission from the chief of staff because we can't also do that because
exactly
even recently
the executive arm no
exactly
and they are under the executive arm
exactly.
So you
said this is what we want to do, and even with the ministers simple this year, this month, we intend to meet them like 60 and as I mean 57. We want to meet them group by group, NIPA 3, NIPA 5 weekly, to be able to engage them on some of these issues so that, and say if it goes to cabinet, yes, national chairman will be at cabinet, general secretary will be at cabinet and all that, but the party itself must engage your friends and say
that's keen interest
exactly because obi ohwa me fa ne say ohia broja jemfi na onyana he feels it's easy to say oh akogan ana say ebia kobi ana say madi we na ekoso ewo ye ha o ye pese o ka kire asumesi so that some of these things will be brought before them. The issue of Tamana Galamsey last year and all those, I can proudly tell you, say, Lands Minister came to FEC to tell us programmer Omoye with NIMOS and all that.
So
I can mention some of the people
which means the NDC government is not detached from the NDC party
at all.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
At all.
That's
even this November, we had a FEC meeting with the President of the Republic of Ghana.
I see.
Yes. But the only difference they say is Sanka or no Ebeba party office. We rather took it there because exactly
the schedules and everything.
If you want that 2 hours.
But even for him to avail himself, that is the most important thing. To which location it doesn't matter.
Exactly. So
that's a good news.
That is what happened.
That's a good news.
And he has also promised that we must be having more of this because he also saw your friend said the importance of some of these things. The truth too is that we have a president today who is very knowledgeable and appreciates whatever is going on every sector. Without ministers, without your friends, chief executive, he could answer a lot of things. But truthfully, he also appreciated some of the things that we brought up that he admitted. So we are there with you. Then as I say, it to me this year and that. So when we have more of this one, then we'll be able to have a very solid party without complaint and all those things. One thing that we both of us appreciate, as in the party and then the government, is this year how to ensure the youth will get employed.
Yes. This is what we just did. The conversation
that is what both of us appreciate.
Because they say
and one thing that he also said, he doesn't also want employment. So target and sustainable. You are just doling out money to. We should created ebe impact economy no say nebe ya when we have employment the economy will also tell say indeed there's a change in the economy. So that appreciation so no very very good. And said this year no we are going to see
because KOG before you go my senior editor KOG before you go so my honorable Akugan is here. Nanka the next issue maybe tomorrow or next week we will try looking at the complaint from the NDC grassroots. The complaints coming, which some are legit, some are extreme, some are some way. So I like it. So our boss will say, even with youth job as NASA employment, there's engagement between the party and the president.
Yeah, because I mean, talking about it, because I was looking at Okanapko, for instance.
Yeah.
So in this government, we have Naib, Ejumera, the 1 million coders, for instance, under Ministry of Communication.
That's digital center.
Yes, even under Naib Honano, there is a content creation program being initiated. I think somewhere in October. How are the youth getting involved with this particular initiative? Yet beyond the training, are they going to get stable employments where
some of them may be given capital, and I shouldn't use will be given capital to start up, because it is like for the communication you say no training one casabe to me asset you don't need much. One
that's the content creators
and all those things. One casabe to me afa your friends asset will up your own company and all that. Not omuninana ebeye your friend is saying absorbed by the government sector and all that. And we appreciate that. Into some of this Ejumera and all those things. There's a startup capital for you to do something. And the good news, another one that with the digital Jifa Gunu Ehono. The digital center is operational in Accra. But if you go to the other regions, nothing is happening there. And so this year, their target is to revamp all those, create more at the district, train people to take over at the district center, and all these things are also going to give employment. And some of the state agencies too are going to have district offices. Senator will decentralize. And the good news, say, we are also partnering with the local government system through the MMDCs. That is the reason why we have decided, say, 80% of common fund echo district, unprecedented directly. Into any DC Ukraine con docras will be DMP because Sika echo ne hono and also crash MP's common fund. So these are some of the things that we are going to use it to create more employment with partnership and those revenues going in to create employment for not just in painting of streets and then sweeping of the street and all those things, but have sustainable jobs. So
I appreciate that, but I hope the conversation between the party and the government will be very effective. Which will go down to impact the youth.
Yes. Or me say last time
there was a reason why MMDC is no. The panel that sat was headed by the national chairman himself, with general secretary, with honorable friends Valerie Sawyer and all that. So we had the chief executive's chief of staff's office as part of it, and then the two highest officers, national officers, seated at a meeting for over almost 2 months to pick the chief executives, and we made them know the plans that the government have. The government is going to empower the districts. So you must also empower the constituencies. So this is the level that we went before we engage and pick those friends and chief executives.
Also, Memini Kewo Jinum said here. Okay, so even with Akugan, Akugan is one of the party executives. Since I many fear may follow politics. Ne type ni be any those days Damboche nom. And no,
it's a Damboche across the board is somebody we all respect.
No.
Yeah. So
I am privileged. Oka party national executives they keep in touch with the grassroots. You can't take it's not like you are sitting here.
Yeah.
No. Yes, or TNT America sir. Say party for ni dim komokra che biamo.
Okay.
Oh yes,
and that's true.
I'm telling you,
and that's true.
We wake up me sorry a day. Me cause a minya emu be 60% NDC party for across the country. Obu or the problem not the best year so keke. Now saying akwabi say minimum was sending me a message say na Western region okobua polling station for na yentua neka oniskanti Australia men sending 100 Ghana and now 200 really. Also those kind of messages you don't know the person.
Yeah.
As to say yes come. And I said so you don't know say any player on me communicate or your and I say okay so some me boom many go so the man who said indeed he was a party person no me also say ye ko takra de me ne ko fubuache e ko takwa ni gem no na oni me twa picture.
Okay.
And after a week I want to make no so he sent me the picture no chugu as o ya boa pa ye to abama mu wie na munya position
na what to be ma ya say why you tremulous
now so pedi me NDC who say me NDC me fire me NDC me simba bia. But you see the point is some of them even never listen to party chairman that obu okra won TGM that obu a won tie wo
exactly
who kasa na at radio so can inspire no
that's true
enti ni trimu no ne say oka empenifo no ho na monko amote na mumfi obi a me saka no then me appreciate what the likes of Akuganom Esedun Ketianom Julius Debranum what they are going through. You understand? So just imagine will be a 1 year even president number.
Exactly. Now you see, let me also say this.
Because the connection between the party and the government, the grassroots.
Yeah.
See, I'll be sending message or see a friend or let me check. Me patch just a minute. Okay, so Nana Kofi in Kingsley, Bobie, they promised us to recruit us into the national security during the elections, but now nothing. We still home jobless. Say oni obi na akodim komo constituency chairman bi constituency secretary bi. Now me asma me can be sisu na me can say I was discussing this with Listowell and I was telling Listowell that say me if I'm to advise a political party in power that they need to have maybe a committee a link between the party and the government. The party grassroots can deal with them because yes, what the panel are trying to say, MC in Kodrua, me were complaints with various districts. The MCE and the party, there's a heavy disconnection.
It's true.
Party chairman planning in Kasa.
It's true.
Make me a brave. I got a call from Northern Region last week. A party chairman complaining to me about the way the DC is running the affairs of the.
Mami people wake it to be twofolds. The first one, make I say, call your friend is a ministry be. Me drew honor full soldiers for no go hobe. Some people that I can say be a 6 months people me who our party officer. They are there to see the minister. The minister was in a meeting, and truth be told, almost a couple of times, to me who minister no idea. Into whom nobody complaining, mommy. and I'm say is because most of man neglected party office. Onimso about party officer contract in ho, sika any ho, so they will not come there. Then they go directly to the ministries, and it becomes a challenge for them. And exactly, a business wa their yomajuma, and or Ministry of Finance, China or local government. Exactly. Into Ebanisana, the sincere people that need help, they don't get it. What I say, and because party office necessary, on himself or Bahwa, Obeka Chen say at least my constituency executive. In Crawford to me, frame so almost per auction car and idea. I told them straight to say, young for auction car and mobile. There's a system that 2016 we lost because of some of these things. Say the mawa, a divine about ya diamano. Oh, mobile who say diamano po anasa when I assume the scenario and also maintain and a year. And want to say will be at the Bema, yet Bema through the constituencies, so that we know say, hey, young omo to me nanti and I said, dear, oma come in bidino. Oko hano akwaje kawa, oko hano akwaje container wa. So one person will shoot, and the minister or the chief executive knows say, I am helping party people, but it's the same faces that are taking the same things. So it becomes a challenge. On the issue of the DCs, meaning this year, Oma obi contract 20,000. Ediya pen kwada no mumpra ekwan so na contract some 20,000. Ose me juma me diama NDC. 20,000 contract na be ma me enade. Ba ko so eye painting. For white paint. A painty street in so as after a year. Another contract of 20,000. And people's expectation no and yes sir 20,000 ejuma no. So they feel say bia obisu ohwa obviously no instead say obehwe party for na de no I tell everybody ya for chief executive o hwe party for 8 now hwe wa down for 2 and as a church member 2 be kura na the party will not be angry with you because also so eden yan krofo bi edesike bi ma de eden odi campaign and as a ojo enye but people will also neglect totally the party. No more yet enough for some idea. The party will fight you. What I say, these are some of the things that we have, the challenges that we are facing, the problems that we are solving.
But looking at the situation, Keoji, I think the NDC needs to just have a conversation over this because we know that apathy is one thing a hitty political party.
Yeah, exactly.
And apathy can take you to a position. In fact, apathy plays around 20-30% role in taking a party to opposition.
And so every party voter union first term. It reduces
because anybody be so disappointed.
Exactly.
Be bitter.
Exactly.
And all that.
It is a reason why the party will not sacrifice its future for any individual. It is something that I will tell all our appointees. We would appreciate it. Say, obi ohobe to make chantro at all. So people lie and all that. However, ebeye consistent na ye frɛ and na ya solve issue etina ya solve issue etinachi ya solve issue if it becomes too much whatever the situation ye be catch us say tranchen kakra na nifa fufuro bi nya den emeto
so the point is as party leadership multi-year recommendation to the executive that any power munyin free.
Exactly.
Oh okay.
Exactly.
Oh okay.
And you see some of these things
no money are privilege, you know.
No. And Mami Sanso Enka who say we've had a very brilliant and as I met Mama Yaho 97% of last year's achievement across board.
Yeah.
The Boma met Mama 97%.
Agencies,
I'm telling
ministries. I am saying
maybe
my point is no air conductor.
I'm telling you, and it's so also far. Because
so far.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the appointment committee appointed party people.
Yeah.
This is the first time
Yeah.
Ayenya people being appointed from the party.
Yeah.
Even for us as NEC.
Yeah.
My boss Abi Jenfi.
Yeah.
Party person.
Yeah.
My colleague Basintele. Party person.
Yeah, Obi and me argue. Nobody. Yes. I mean, how can you argue this?
Exactly.
You can never argue.
Youth department. Pablo was in the heart of it. Osman was in the heart of it. Rudela Sedo was in the heart of it.
National Women Organizer.
National Women Organizer. The deputy Abigail.
Ashanti Regional Minister was the secretary for the party. Party people.
You understand?
Even with those now we consider them as non-party people, they are aligning.
Yes.
Yeah. Initially, somebody like Professor Jampo, my friend, now I had issues. Then I realized that no, he was too technical, too professional, or anything about party. I say, and recently with the conversations, I've never met Jampo.
Yeah,
I've never gone to his office. But I've heard that he's now engaging the necessary people that they should help to run the system. He's engaging them. Even Randiabe too initially, not Randiabe is a challenge. But I have heard that he's aligning and he's engaging them, not necessarily doing politics, but at least, again, you don't break the base.
Yeah.
And they are doing well. Jampo, for instance, is doing it. And last time I saw him at Utumfo's Palace.
Okay.
And Ofri I heard so Ofri on call NDC office. Yes, and yes, I'll come on, baby.
Exactly.
But at least a part ninti.
And I may be I mean, what I'm about. Yes, courtesy call on the constituency of the region.
And they are doing well.
Exactly.
And they are doing well. And they are doing well.
Akogan, Bob no rank. Mete office. Now say Nkrofo Eba. No mo pay a year. No my friend Roots Barbara. Daniel Bra. Mon draft letter we emame. Yeah, they call Mr. Zuma ho Ghana Port and Habos. Mon famano. Na me signature Esha. Shesa Kogan signature Esha. Ubeti anase unti. And then obi bae Maslock issue. And I'm afraid Abigail. Abi Masman Crawford me no be. I'm not saying say they should bend the rules for them. No,
but at least
no, sir. These people have come to party office and have given them a note to you. Listen to them. And maybe we to my boy. Sankomu nye party for and come who is Akogan. Ni atuachuni anase bibisa. Sometimes
I think MPP in power had this kind of challenges. Yes. There was a disconnect.
Yeah.
Ene Abigail Efreme Osia Uma Obi notice Omra in Pakona Freme into what is the issue about? And I'm saying make issue no menkai. But once it is your department, Mago and Professor pay capital and the ABB youth enterprise me friend Mago me say medium ba I am not forcing you to do anything.
But listen
to them. Say omitted criteria now. Buano waba party office and no here emwa. That is it. And Osman Ayariga Malik podium intro no to my friend and I'm a tester and say so I am telling you that the ministers and chief executives are cooperating to the extent to say your problem are you issa the problem you want and neno a space vacancy and opportunities bebrenya omobeye but hono achoki to the extent
last time na me unia Mensa Thompson edin komo oskwabna office no wono unsem people and see one office say single room that they can contain even 15 people omo fani power omo timi omo share Ghana exchange commission omo share they don't have single office ATS MPP
omo so omo hono omo a little finance any ade no they are now engaging in expansions. Sena ebeya omutumi ajini pakakra. Intim penifrebesem is just a matter of time. Me, I am so positive and the feeling that I have ene. Emma me kon dokra say me kwako chief executive na BB. And my living standard is far better than
at a cheap price. The most important thing is now the system is running.
The system is running.
All right. Obi sending me message. We na message no. I know I should do. We boss on ye. Say Honorable Akugane engagement between the party leadership and the government appointees and other things that anybody who says that Bobie Ansah engage more.
Where they media direct.
That means we tell sleepers that do
in fact,
me, we show we me baso.
Yeah.
We call that platforms.
Yeah.
Divine they were media.
Debbie, me ba. Only time make us same way. Say you buy introduce me and say me here deputy communication and
yes, we PPP.
Share me throw messages ah. Hunto me tia se here Mr. Aziz Amasamai, World Chairman NDC. Ose me kan kire o. Say o yare.
Yes, more.
Me wo obi send me message from Ami Ami for problem o see ah omuso mo issue obi so problem no afre me oh divine into we can say ni o kwa aka kire Bobie mu say omo nka bi man o kwa esi mu ni o kwa esi obi no obi fra me say o say na me ne hunto ne Bobie mu nam de say my okay o wi ase mu ase
Very Kabi.
The problem, but I can imagine Akogan what they go through.
Yeah.
On daily basis. Sometimes I'm not even able to tell them. Say, I'm not. I mean, you can't even explain to people. Say, just understand. You just have to soak and say, oh, they may transfer. I said, me catch wrong. Me mama swati. So imagine say, and your mom never told me.
When you say. Me tie me kanu krachro ma bomi tumpo se me ni political party echi enko campaign biu no mewu
o da be nka
David
nka
ha uko yi wanim eye campaign ni wie na mu wini a ha president no se o
ani eno kre
ana unni ba bia wo de wasamo enkrofo atwe no Uni bebia wo de wasemo kode awe ne wasemo mobo wo akra kasa no wo de onya wo wi ase na chese unim se me no kasa yi me no se me no kasa yi min ni mi kromu fo mamponfo kra me convince wo mo MPP fo me convince mo so mo nto aba ema NDC na se dia asandefo no yeso ya ba NDC me benya ba bia gina min ni kra no me won sua be 8 a omo de omo ma eyi asende me ebi pe fire service ebi pe and I no cry dem dey ahometia say akofre fifi kwete secretary friends
okay Anas
David
Anas say friend say
ma content oh me
ni me ba say me ampa
me dey ahometia kokofre no say be ma afede say no me hu ba bia me fa ade do wa o David
nyono so the
point is divine adding I didn't add but any day anyway so gentlemen yen zoom straight on this matter and a conversation a was straight in the moon a mouth for a busa questions why should Ken Ofori Atta come down for accountability. And now no minua Samia Okuko kan sembi say akoye say NDC government ne harass MPP for so Kaish we are to bomb also will be Hunto shed looks like Ken Ofori Atta in court of America.
Oh, they need a black, we're blue.
What would you suppose? So, Divine, let me start with you. Chester. Now, me should Chester. You're into your dodges. Me should Chester. Be a mini Chester. Be here. We will see a Google table proof.
And then me setting up our Chester there.
Because Chester, I'm going to probably sure. Anyway, Divine, this is where we have reached. Ewo Ken Ofori Atta, and then I decided say, and can go back and do the haircut. What pensioners went through. The issues about Orajekum the late Kama Erezi about 800 pensioners womu ewu through Ken Ofori Atta Sano and how he mismanaged the economy. But here we are. the question is, why should Ken Ofori Atta come down?
Yo, Bobie, but that's it. Lady kind of my chia a tea for national for. Let me chia, Minya no better for so or Messia Hasi. I could gun any Minya Hunter. And no one can be more about so what you must know. On say, Ura Ken Ofori Atta assembly. Senka, or they compare at Chembia a two organa has and can discussion, it is a flat issues. Akwa say every time we be see you can't want some sa you be can't want some ende Ura Ken Ofori Atta some ya ka but ni na ubisa say if he hifa and they be do baby aba be do the enti ane kana some ya kana asan so akwa aba ne kana akwa kana no is because of nipa na kasa in question no any na man party na ofimu no send your mo yo mo niama ena ma won say no asem ye njai ka ende njai ka ochina de di kan de nti a Ura Ken Ofori Atta asem ye tumi njai ka enka bi wo ni say oye nipa bi a occupy public office office na occupy ne so nye office bia keke say ordinary office bia na okotena aye ya to abawie one hand over wanye hwe ena pabam ode no ho kan wura ekotena obi man so na ohwe Ura Ken Ofori Atta jumedie odie time wa oye finance minister mpa question mark bebre woni jumedie odie ho a ye be hia no say ombra number answer questions Emma Ghana for who ni jumedi a odi ye no de ni kan yes Ura Ken Ofori Atta mbra mate say ne lawyers for ne party for bi no ka say ombra embeye den like omo pese mo try no in absentia say oni ho na chira mo na nkamaye you see de nti e be hia say Ura Ken Ofori Atta ebe ba ne say yeah since NDC aban we take power no my observe trend be any communication we be a NPP for no engineer unim say ora yes say adwuma pe na ye accusing crowd say na momuso na niama ekoso niama say no more isu brofu be anytime say the person is innocent until proven guilty me no sa brofu no mo ka say everything now ka say alleged see enye sanity omu nye innocent the reverse is the case say omu ye thieves omu ya kronfo ko pim say court be catch omu nya kronfo because Bobie me no kasa se sie ya dia show so Ken Ofori Atta ade we yayira sika we ehu asem we asi say ever no say to onu na sa wuni eboni bia bra na be kasa ade we minim ho hwe
simple
enye simple enye asem na anu ti see etia se sie na Bobie yes only last person I better microphone yechi etna console yechi awo pretty ye ebo 5 we show by the time we be kon yes CCTV na hu yes mic ni honom wo se ni se court ebua ansa na be kase wa wi ami wa CCTV camera no ehu se wo fa ade ne koye itu si yen twansa enti se wonim se wonya ya de na wakwa tete se
wo free studio ha no na se de wo kan microphone na se wo kono bibi ayira ena wo so komampon ko duru mampon ya afro se Bobie alaja gongo se o ma hwe CCTV no mu ye hu se microphone no wo fa ne ma ba ku mienu miensa bi bra wo se ne ma tu nkran mema maka mampon ho nanso enyamia
mo nkoko dis court ka se ye mia
na se enyewa se wo ye bo wa Kra FM Bobie bra it is enyamia me faka ba yo me video kro video enyamia minimu asem where the brass member sa no mu ye ti o so ma ye tell the person is innocent until proven me o me akron for because you audit report ade bia ye report na ye de ba no Bobie report na official report o ye de ba record bia o mu bia ya de a eye oman no records na se record ne say obi on national service yes ye man sika 10 billion so fa nye say sika na nkwankodu sika na ira
o say there be sika ni nyina di tu mu say ayera ba nipa ne no faaye it is a no faaye ababi e call ye ne we he a mo pese be ka ho asem ne baby sa into rack no for Ata and pala say so see the ekika e de tu ne su nyina onim ho hwi se mu bi ani ono mo yampa ombra keke na ko ombra be yi ne ho ano say me nya hwiye na ke hu say osu rack no for Ata onye hwi but unim say ora no for Ata nkasa yo bia oye no hu obia oya za unim say every time bia our movement bi ni connection bi ade bi opeso onye oka your baby misa ni case ya ewo US ya ice for asom ya ye detain ni me suspect say bibi kra wo mu a wo engineer amana kwakodu sam pepe so no
really
yes you know why me dey need to enyama bi asi in the past me suspect it because ebeba the say na Bobie obi a ye Ghana ebeka say ye justice system no enye 100% and I say yes ye ka say the perfect system but minji ni say ora kan Ofori Atta eba ye beti chire no na boduam say ko boni tuo
now they are trying to claim say a political witch hunting
persecution
persecution okay so
you see but enye say the system let see he has an opportunity ebe grant the bill then ya na ebe ye no anti a kan Ofori Atta said there be Ghana ha no de ni V8 no mpe or si prison detention center hono no e hono pe it's because omo calculated scheme bi omo de ato akwa mu hwe o kai so rack no Ofori Atta na be ka kire yen say Ghana is a proud country. We will never ever go to IMF.
Yes.
And so if you actually know buy na numu a okasa asem nyina kire no onim se na chi no odi entro ye wia ye san so call IMF ofi hono one call ye okay say time e levy or threaten almost all the MPs in parliament here pro MPP for et catch them say one ba parliament say ni say ama obi nakuma eda rubber mu ye kukuru no de to ambulance mu
can you imagine
can you imagine because kan Ofori Atta say so ama me to aba ma e levy amba economy ni be crash and ye e levy efi ye tax mu economy na crash. It was because no de babe pussy, de babe agenda. So be kai ora kan Ofori Atta the same person or be catch them on another be catch say see omo discussion na there is nothing like haircut will never happen obi akwa or da under adeche ye no yesan so kohwe ye no na haircut aba ema nkrofosika enwa to adwamu enti Bobie me sa asem o mu gina no court honum na o ya even for the fact say watumi esiki court order you see a hearing no was in camera ya the public mo bi nkoti bi no me hu say a scheme bi a kan Ofori Atta asese a why na dwe say omo ya na omo akotu from NDP na Bobie unim de ntia hwe ma meka sem kire omo de taxes bi aba na taxes omo de aba na nra na mo show ba akoso na one of the NPP guys say catch him say adena mo tan kan Ofori Atta sa adena mo tan omo busu ande sa den na mo tu omo ho obi antan obi a metal kan Ofori Atta den pa na me menya omu se metal kan Ofori Atta but yes ombra be yin samano a ombra be yin samano na you see say obi the hatred di bone ebi mu se menya emotional mamu fa bufuo ni hatred why no ono odi hatred di bone e wo mamu hatred kan Ofori Atta hey kan Ofori Atta uni ni kroba akosumpo na wo sika na se wo su ko mu ko ayie tie o na se o ko sakeke ne ma fansa otumi gina so edi go bank
how
Amuabin UT bank or say or call program na sa o keke no eni omre hwe no na sa o sa e no oba akra because no ni kan Ofori Atta kasa or na kasa enumre no a kan Ofori Atta ajesu so onka ho yesi na asa no bi man the tip of so oba ho no you are too comfortable na say o sa dodo
o tia de pa na o bu atopa na
o fi kroba akoso e na o cheso abebu atopa sa e ma he obi afi
o de
sisi sa e na ya jina so e de agu ne bank se obi ta obi no di bone a e dey na chai ade a kan Ofori Atta de ye agongo hwe owura agongo me de bia me ka say in the banking sector cleanup exercise he's one institutional naka of all the issues that bank as I say ki etache
omo kura kan Addison wa kan Heritage Bank on wa kan say Heritage Bank there
see only issue bia only liquidity issue ni books mu ye clear say onye boni bia o say only nipa no say because of our case on penasem because o say on person
is not fit and proper
fit because o ye turning sebi o ye mukuro mu ni e na o tu nya sika say na wanya biniti no wa yen kona yen konkoda enti no ogu ni bank so many things
30 minutes to so begu bank no so no ni agongo adi nkomo eya na me ni agongo netwo me ni netwo sei na Ken Ofori Atta ni di nkomo a omudi omo ma ho nkomo so mo ye namfofo agongo bu sa no ma ho te sei na wifi wo ho oni no kwa no so wo no ko work obefa animu akra omudi nkomo normal 30 minutes time
hwe mama ka se mi kire wo Ken Ofori Atta se nyo tan a oh indum case
okay my
indum eni na Akufo-Addo ekoye meeting ekohia ya se wo na me ka kire wo ena na Akufo-Addo akasa afafo efre Ken Ofori Atta ka kire ne se indum issue no mu na mo resolve because papa no bank na ekọ no solve eboa nkrofo bebre Ken Ofori Atta se senka indum bank ne be restore de ka free SHS ngu se na 100% free SHS ngu dia eni on fa bank license na fa ma indum bio esa on tua hwe ono quote me 13 or 13
really
I'm telling you now who say Ken Ofori Atta Canada Japan say senko no ye vice president say Bawumia who born dog say on be cabinet meeting na Ken Ofori Atta the sabo table so say Bawumia shut up no sorry no ko onbu obia Ken Ofori Atta fo obia nyo obia nya hwe na hwe Ken Ofori Atta ye wicked to the extent say opio ni nya asem bia wo Ghana no so no wie na wo amano na issue so do be to aso akọ wonim so mo sponsor amanfo ewo US so mo fa indum any other companies Ghanaian companies mo ye successful ha say brands no court ewo amano ne o mo lusi o call Liberia government Ken Ofori Atta ko sponsor political party ma send company back wo even say Liberia ma oni Bank of Liberia governor any omo finance minister ekoye na krana itu Ghana form ko be a business won na Ken Ofori Atta di omachi wo hono eko finishing ni nyina
hey
osi hey
eya wonimbi
oh asema mi kan yes say last time once an video ne picture bi na e buy na no ne yere bag bonachi no bag bonachi no Liberia partners in a meeting in Washington. All of these things who Ken Ofori Atta mo dia your man we share unim say
wow
Senate insurance company even saying social insurance company even say SIC
yeah
Abai state unim say or the company was literally on its knees say Ken Ofori Atta and my instructions to all the heads and they say before I be award a contract bia any bia I say call enterprise insurance for and they in charge of insurance and we insure bia government do bia na Abai company no e de no e da ho no na egu just say efun Ken Ofori Atta e prayer ni one opere efun hu wọ́n fẹ́ ukra wu na fa fu anfani ho transition ho no kra no kra so kra no ono be yaka
aden wan fa funu
no fa fu no
amochi enua wadani amochi nua
adia Ken Ofori Atta aye wo oman Ghana ha sei me no minim de ntia obi be ka se obi tan even say Ken Ofori Atta se oji bibi nti no enema we aye bubo so we nyina aye ka cho se omo di nipa boni oni na Akufo-Addo e di boni to the extent say they almost hijacked every sector of our economy. See, from energy, the PDS by Ken Ofori Atta etayechide, PDS, G and gold sector, kofa ejapa, gold for oil buy, minina no more schemes on me fast on veggies and mo nyina fi ensem. Adia more because the no mo ye busuafo. What to say? UG entry any MPs for ne kase. Ken Ofori Atta no mkoye meeting no. Ken Ofori Atta catch say onu na ma MPP ba power inti no omo onti obi asem fo obi asem nye hwe
yeah obekai
yeah inti
former Subin MP
yes Ofori Atta eniama waje ewo mamu ha sei me no se me kasa me bobɔ so anya ade betie na onim me nuano mo arise Ghana for demonstration omo picket we friend saying US embassy ho no mimi ye sure say omo ye kakra omo fanko na Akufo-Addo fie ni MPP headquarters demonstration ankasa no be be say omo do mani kire MPP headquarters for because I buy na buy no mo mark no Ofori Atta appointment and na Akufo-Addo Ora Ofori Atta lamentation ni problem ye complaining about na start you Bobie Ora Ofori Atta ye start here complaining about the suban tiny ni belligerent and intransigent post-time government no ono any party for ekai MPs for more than 88 ekoye press conference eko president wonum eka chen say aprantie unia we ade oyi or the problem be brain or cause problem na Akufo-Addo say there be onti obia e no returning Ofori Atta say by force Ora Ofori Atta to ho sabi be president sempani for nim no hwe wan ya otumi sorry kra papa say me manti Ghana for ye ne ma iti ono yenja no na ono pa na onyansa obetumi asolve ye financial crisis e wo mamu ha sei e ma Ofori Atta na asesa di boni eti MPP for no if say ye pese ye pansesa aden na yen call people for no demonstration catch them say mun nipa ba ko no e crowd say mun no na US no mun mani mbra because
but the point is, how do you convince a thief to advise a thief to come for accountability?
No, but the point is that
you cannot convince Kromfosa on country the uncle Kromfosa omra. You can never convince.
But me Ora Ofori Atta o me party mu e na ade enungwase we nyina odi gu yen e na ye bo ni din Ofori Atta o Ofori Atta o e na egu mu party no se nye se kronosam na wo mu e na mu nyina amofo aso a mu na ese mu protest against him say ombra ga na be yi ni ho ano nya bo bia na mo ntomo enso mu se na chi e na ma hye ne kutupa ena mu ka say ontina no ena na Akufo-Addo so etena se na omo hwe Ofori Atta ena sana ma wo nyina ekoso me se me din ye divine Ofori Atta na ka me din no masesa no o apa na odi ye Ofori Atta se sia nyonyame na wo ho o Ofori Atta ena na Akufo-Addo mabusua no omo de nguase poto aka edin as by extension no omo de aka chimfo ba chimfo nyina omo nya one I think one difference woman. But my yama quite say
no, even in their family, we have nice guys in there.
Well,
even in the family,
yeah.
I have comfort a dubi.
But me say come me di divine
frontliners.
The frontliners are comfort to be because they afford to be.
Say come me di divine Ofori na come me yimi di Ofori Atta me yef me di so because I told you obi otunu fu ofie. Oni ebusuani papa bi asabe o nyesa on timi obe calling to order say masa ade a wo ye wo de nungwase e bra ebusua no bra na dey na be o dey na be o
and he is even getting his kids involved in all this scamming because you suni baba ko the papers e wo ho so that you will not come
say US mra no oba e wo green card and also a citizen wo no mu a owo kwan a obetumi a bringing the parents immediately. Don't so my babet now be
in the bano.
Yes. No. Na debio. Say brana omo boni nyina no man bo because of yen. Omo mani nyina ni Ghana. Omo nya Ghana for. Obi a ne ba nya Ghana ni. Owia no obo kro no a. Ebe ha no. Ne ba nya Ghana ni, ne ba bi anya Ghana ni. Omo nyina are foreign citizens. Ena yen yete ha.
So the point is divine. At this point, what is the way forward? At this point. What is the way? I see a train because my lawyer be ready say look, they can start the proceedings, whatever young koso until say obeba. Ebisu say no young train oba.
You see, Ofori Atta mindset no they are going to US ni year ni funda some year kanu. Why not you say? Sasa mind the any nchi ama so.
Yes, tradition here adwuma kro no be poison no.
The why ni adwin say ono pa de because share unim say civil aviation lands ya or hijacking ya wa fei.
Yeah.
Ubisa no so ni mo hwe ba ko so a ni din na da de ne so. E no ma omu so mu ni mo hwe. Esu ye developing anti so movie power no omu e developing angrofo e developing no muti omuka omu ni microphone eti omuka. say Ofori Atta na ebusuafo na tua ye ka o land ne so state land na ye so adwuma. Meanwhile they don't want to admit there are so many things that we need him here to come and answer because fan say gift ware mu na necessary insemi payment e go through nyina to me yi Ministry of Finance no ono be bi agency head no efimu because ono no superintending over those transactions e kokoko so and all my instructions threatening crofo ehunu crofo. And you know, apart from all the financial issues involving our account, the other criminal murderous cases he is involved.
Really?
He is scared. See, yes, baby, obi edwane akwa teteno. Ono nim de ose. Onim de waye. Ono nim say Obagana na asa. When be man Gana. Ni businesses now. Oh yeah, because you see akwa Gambia Trust Banker ne dia. Gambia Trust Bank so nu say ne dia.
Yeah.
Oko Liberia banks or bank or
insurance.
Oko US or Oko UK. Na ka ombra Ghana no metra na mu season the passport. No mu ndi sika o to me hu hwe. O to me hwe obi a. Se na say wabragu. It na ye part of the grand scheme of my imagine say. Omu cost wa ye na kan Ofori Atta ne de ono sacrificial lamb ono to US wo obetwe asem ni mu a.
Obi send me message because sawa was be look. Ofori Atta is just protecting Bawumia and other people. It can be possible. Because and some obey no ama akusi baby.
Yes. Oyi obey no ama na Akufo Addo ankasa so no ho abamu bi. President, former president ankasa.
Enti ene yamwa no nka ho.
Yamwa no nka ho.
Osai purposes operation cover Akufo Addo Nima residence.